Morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whenever you are watching this. It is once again the DOUG here. This time to show you some of the recent Sega Genesis games I picked up. Sega. I have currently picked up 5 new Genesis games to add to my collection. So yeah, here we go. Game number 1. Cal Ripken Jr. Baseball. Now, the thing is, I know a lot of people are like, why would you pick up a sports game on the Genesis? For me, it's this. I love Cal Ripken Jr. I loved watching him play baseball. He was my favorite baseball player. So in this case, I just picked it up because his name's on it. And, hey, nothing wrong with that. I will say that with all these sports games, because damn Lord, there was a lot of them back in the day. You could probably find these relatively cheap. I mean, only paid about $5 for this. Not bad. I mean, you could probably pick it up cheaper, but I don't mind paying $5 for a sports title, especially when it has Cal Ripken Jr. on it. So yeah, not a bad little game though. Definitely recommend picking it up if you love baseball to see how it used to play like. Excuse me, I'm still got a little bit of a cold. The next game is one of the games that was done by Time Warner Interactive for the Looney Tunes, and it is of course Sylvester and Tweety Bird in KG Capers. This is pretty much a 2D action platformer here. Pretty much you play as Sylvester just trying to capture Tweety throughout many worlds. Really nothing. That's pretty much it. I mean, the Looney Tunes games were simple, but they were fun. I picked this up for about $9. Not bad. I mean, it does play well. So yeah, if you can find it, hey, definitely pick it up. By the way, just as a heads up before anyone asks, I will not be reviewing or let's playing any Genesis games just because of the fact of, yeah, they're a little bit hard for me to do because, well, as you know, I got a webcam and they don't show up too good on that. I could better get the PS1s too. Okay, the next one is based off a cartoon show. So there's your first warning right there. But believe it or not, it's actually a fun game. Now, granted, I picked this up for about $10. I was not I kind of felt like I paid a little bit over just because of how, but that's just me. Crash, the Incredible Crash Test Dummies game. Yeah, it's not a bad game. It's a platformer. But, I kind of wish I could have got it cheaper just because of the fact, I mean, you can see where whoever owned it before me wrote on it. There's still the Blockbuster tape, I mean, and all that. But it does play well. It's good. I mean, it is challenging, but it's fun. Challenging. Next. This one I paid $9, which I kind of was surprised. I thought I would have had to pay more. Ark the Lad and the Enchanted Castle, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Yep, there it is. Ooh. Now this is now it's been re-released, of course, on the PSN network and all that. But and all that. But, I figured, hey, it's on the, found it, not a bad, I could live with the price I paid for it. But again, that's just me. And I know a lot of people love the Octolad games. God knows I'm one of them. And it plays exactly like it used to. Very fun. So yeah, it's a great game. Definitely recommend picking it up if you can find it. So yeah. Now the last one. Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest. I paid $12 for this. But you know what? It's a $12. I have no problem paying whatsoever. Now, what's that cover make you think of? I want you to pause if you know it. Pause it and type it in the comments. If you don't, pause and think for a minute. What's this cover? What this is? Do 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 do. Time's up. It is Ghouls and Ghosts, baby. Yeah, one of my favorite video games of all times, and it's also one of the one of the hardest games of all times. Plays very well on the Genesis, I gotta say, which I was a little bit surprised because I never had the Genesis version when I was a kid. But I figured, hey, I finally got a Genesis again after a long bullcrap shit, so let's pick it up. And it's still as fun as I remember. Still difficult. That opening song in stage 1 still gets my blood pumping. Makes you just want to go crazy, man. Just makes me want to go nuts. So yeah, definitely recommend it. Out of all these games, definitely pick up Ghouls and Ghosts. Pick this one up as well if you can. And I'm actually going to say pick up Sylvester and Tweety as well. If you can find Incredible Crash Test Dummies, go for it. So as for the baseball game, again, I can only recommend if you want to pick that one up if you're a diehard sports fan. Because, I mean, God knows there's a lot of, I think there's like 50 billion sports games that came out back in the 90s. I mean, everybody and their mother had a sports game, I think. Anyway, those are the recent Genesis games I've picked up. Let me know what you guys think of them, if you have played them, or if you're retro hunter and love finding the old games, if you still own it and still play it. Let me know what you think about them. Until next time, which would be the NBA title game pick, this is the DOUG saying good night and have a great Monday.